Hi, everybody. How are you? That was taking a second to go live, which was weird. So I hope everybody is having a happy Thursday. Today is June 2nd. So again, happy Thursday. Welcome to June. I cannot believe it is already June. It's just crazy. Anyway, today I am here to talk about QR codes. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is how to create QR codes. So a lot of people have been asking me how to create QR codes. They want to start using them more at trade shows, on flyers, even on their business cards, which is a very interesting thing. So QR codes were dying or never really took off that much. People used them in marketing, at least I used them in marketing, to show that we were tech forward when they first came out. But after that, people really weren't using them. And thanks to the pandemic and contactless menus, I think almost everybody is familiar with how to use a QR code. And because they've actually gained in usefulness from a regular everyday standpoint, that it's actually pretty interesting. So let me go ahead and share my screen here because I want to show you how to create a QR code. So I'm just at Google's homepage and I am going to search for QR code generator. Okay. If I add spaces. Then once I find the right QR code, so there's this one, you can use this one. I don't usually use the ones that say add because when I click on it, I don't want them to get charged for it. So as you can see, this is the one that I've been using because it's a different color. Okay, so I've used a few of them. But this is one of the ones that I've used in the past. And then all you have to, all right, we'll just accept cookies. So then all you have to do is just enter your website, text, drop a file, whatever it is, and then they will automatically generate your copy. So let's go ahead and I recently published a blog on my site for how to use QR codes. I still have to work on it a little bit more, but here it is. So you can see we're at kendrickhorman.com. We have some creative ways to use QR codes for marketing. So different ways that you can go ahead and use QR codes. But you can really use them to direct people to your website. You can use them on business cards, in marketing collateral, things like that. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to just paste it in here. And then you can see it's thinking. It's like, okay. And it's ready to go ahead and download. And I can download it as a JPEG. I can download it as a vector, which is an EPS file that some designers will use for things. But you can actually go ahead and they've got some different designs that you can use. I think some of them they do charge for. So you can actually take a look at those, but it actually has, directions to scan me. I think this one's got scan me on it too. But there's just different ways that you can do it, and you can actually just click on any one of them and it'll give you the right code that you need. So if I get rid of the frame and just download the regular JPEG, it will actually work. So let's go ahead, we'll just download it. So they'll let me do this. And then you can actually do a sign up and stuff like that. Oh, let's go ahead. We'll just save it here to my desktop. And then I'm going to double click to open it here. And then there's the QR code. So you can actually scan this right now with your phone from wherever you're at and use this to send people to a site. So pretty easy overall to use and utilize. And it was just been interesting because so many people have really been asking me lately how they could do that stuff. So just really good options of stuff to do. Now, if you are looking for the article, I actually did a redirection. So you can go to kendracorman.com/QR codes. That will also take you to this article if you're interested in seeing it. Let me go ahead and stop sharing here. So it just really comes down to the fact, let me hide that, they're really easy and free to generate. So you can, again, use them on flyers, use them on business cards, really whatever you need and whatever communication methods that you're using when you have a longer URL. So if you have a longer web address that you're trying to send people to, maybe it's not quite as easy as kendracorman.com/QR codes. And maybe it's more like the long, creative ways to use QR codes in marketing might be the longer title that's more friendly for search engine optimization, but that doesn't really help people type it in. So QR codes are a great tool to use. And again, really super easy and free to generate. So I hope that you're able to start making your own QR codes. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to help. On a side note, I will go ahead and let you guys know that I did launch my podcast last month in May. My third episode dropped today. So let me share this here. So my third episode with Marcy Taryn dropped today. So we've got Marcy. So if you're interested in checking it out, you can visit imperfectmarketing.kendracorman.com. Which would be great, but you can go ahead and go to imperfectmarketing.kendracorman.com and you can see and listen to any of my episodes that have launched. So I've had Brenda Meller, Scott Lawrence, Marcy Taryn. I've got a new episode that launches every Tuesday that is an imperfect marketing brief about different marketing lessons learned. And then I have full episodes with guests that launch every Thursday. So hopefully that will help you out and teach you some marketing stuff. If you're interested in being a guest, please reach out. I would love to talk to you. Really, the only requirement is to have something that people could benefit from in marketing their business. That is my ultimate goal, is to make sure that we can learn lessons from each other throughout this podcast. Again, marketing is not perfect. It's not a perfect science. It's part art and part science. And because of that, it's imperfect. So let's talk about the lessons that we learned and teach each other what we've learned from our experiments and what we've done. Again, I encourage you to go out and start creating some QR codes using the QR code generator. If you have any questions, again, reach out. I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at support@kendracorman.com. Thanks and have a great day.